Hi, I'm Apostle Derek from Revival Central. Today I'm going to highlight one book which is very important. It's Experiencing the Depths of Jesus Christ by Jeanne Guyon, Madame Guyon. This is a French lady who lived a few hundred years ago, and this is probably one of the most important books to me other than the scriptures. And I'm not the only person who feels this way. Hudson Taylor, Watchman Nee, John Wesley, they all say the same thing. In fact, Hudson Taylor recommended that all the people that were under his ministry were to read this because it's so important, this truth that's in this book. And it's actually the foundation of every historic church in the world. It's the truth of the denominations, the historic churches. Many of them have lost this truth. They don't have this truth anymore. But this is the truth that came forth in the awakening when there were revivals and awakenings in the past, and this is what they were founded on. It's very, very important, and it's very much about a relationship with Jesus Christ, having a sound walk with God, and this just simply doesn't change. It's timeless. I'm going to just read quickly what's on the back cover of this book. The history of this book. One of the most influential spiritual books ever penned. Even secular historians acknowledge the great impact Experiencing the Depths of Jesus Christ has had in Christian history. Madame Guyon is generally credited, even by her enemies, as being one of the best known women in church history. Did you know that? Madame Guyon is generally credited, even by her enemies, as being one of the best known women in church history. Will Durant, in his 11-volume Story of Civilization, recounts the impact of Jeanne Guyon's life and writings on French history. So it's church history and there's French history. At one time, this book was publicly burned in France, and yet it has also been received by seeking Christians as one of the most helpful Christian books ever written. In truth, you are holding in your hands one of the most influential and one of the most powerful Christian books ever written, penned by one of Christianity's most famous saints, Jeanne Guyon. It has played a major part in the lives of more famous Christians than perhaps any other Christian book. Here is the very first edition, written in modern English. Watchman Nee saw that this book was translated into Chinese and made available to every new convert of the little flock, Fenelon, Count Zinzendorf, John Wesley, and the early Quakers. J.C. Penn Lewis and Hudson Taylor all highly recommended it to the believers of their day. This book will introduce you to a whole new and deeper relationship to Jesus Christ. I also highly recommend this book to all those who are in the Revival Central network and to come to this website. And much of the truth that comes forth from this website is rooted and comes from the works of Jeanne Guyon, and this is very, very instrumental in what's coming and what God wants to bring in the church, the reformation and the change in the church. And I highly recommend this work to all those, to visitors and to all those who are part of this ministry. God bless. Revival Central.